Hello, and welcome to another session with Eon Haven. Today, we're talking about something incredibly important: how to control negative emotions and master your mind. To listen to life-changing stories every day, please subscribe to the Eon Haven channel. Let me start with a question. Have you ever found yourself replaying an argument over and over in your head? Or maybe you felt jealousy creeping in when you saw someone else's success, even though you didn't want to feel that way? It's something we've all experienced. Negative emotions like anger, jealousy, or resentment can sneak into our minds and take control if we're not careful. And when we let them grow unchecked, they disrupt our peace, affect our relationships, and even impact our physical health. Here's the good news. While we can't stop negative thoughts from arising, we can learn to manage them. Controlling your mind isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about understanding them and redirecting them in a healthier way. Today, I'll walk you through 5 proven steps to control your negative emotions and build a more peaceful mind. Each step is practical, achievable, and rooted in timeless wisdom. By the end of this session, you'll have the tools to approach life with more clarity and calm. Let's dive in. The nature of the mind and negative emotions. Our minds are incredibly powerful, but they also have a natural tendency to wander, especially toward negativity. Have you noticed how one small negative thought can spiral into a flood of emotions? For example, imagine getting a critical comment at work. It starts as a mild irritation, but soon your mind begins replaying the event. You think about what you could have said differently, how unfair the situation was, and before you know it, you're consumed by anger. This happens because our brains are wired to focus on potential threats or problems. While this was helpful for survival in the past, it's less useful in today's world. Instead of spotting dangers in the wild, our minds latch onto frustrations, insecurities, or conflicts. But here's the thing. You are not your thoughts. Negative emotions don't define you. They're just passing mental states. And with practice, you can learn to let them pass without letting them control you. Step 1. Build awareness of your thoughts. The first step to controlling negative emotions is awareness. If you're unaware of your thoughts, you can't control them. It's like trying to fix a leaking faucet without knowing where the leak is. I had a friend named John who struggled with frustration at work. He would get irritated with his coworkers over small things, but he didn't realize how often it happened. One day, he started journaling every time he felt frustrated. By the end of the week, he was shocked to see how frequently those feelings came up. That awareness was the first step in helping him manage his emotions. Here's how you can build awareness. 1. Take a few moments each day to observe your thoughts. You don't need to analyze them. Just notice what's there. 2. Pay attention to triggers. Are there specific situations, people, or environments that bring out negative emotions? When you become aware of your thoughts, you take the first step toward change. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. You can finally see what's going on. Step 2. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Once you're aware of your negative thoughts, the next step is to replace them with positive or peaceful ones. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about choosing a healthier perspective. Example. Let's say you're feeling jealousy because a friend got a promotion. Instead of dwelling on what you don't have, shift your focus to gratitude. Think about what you admire in your friend or reflect on your own achievements. Practical exercise. Create a gratitude list. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each morning. It could be as simple as having a warm cup of coffee or a supportive family. When negative thoughts arise, revisit your list to redirect your focus. Shifting your thoughts doesn't happen instantly, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Over time, you'll notice your mind gravitating toward positivity rather than negativity. Step 3. Recognize the drawbacks of negative emotions. If replacing negative thoughts doesn't work, take a moment to think about their consequences. Negative emotions don't just affect your mood, they have a ripple effect on your relationships, health, and overall well-being. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with heavy rocks. Each rock represents a negative emotion. The more you hold on to them, the heavier your load becomes. Letting go of negativity is like setting the backpack down. You immediately feel lighter. A woman I know once held a grudge against her sister for years. She told me, "I thought my resentment was punishing her, but it was really punishing me." Once she let go of her anger, she felt a sense of peace she hadn't experienced in years. Reflecting on the drawbacks of negativity can be a powerful motivator. Ask yourself, how does this emotion affect me physically and mentally? How does it impact my relationships? Is holding on to this emotion worth the cost? Step 4. Stop feeding negative thoughts. Negative emotions grow stronger when we give them attention. It's like feeding a fire. Every thought is like adding another log. To stop this cycle, you need to stop feeding the flame. Example: have you ever been angry at someone and replayed the event over and over in your mind? Each time, the anger grows stronger. Instead of revisiting the thought, try letting it pass without engaging with it. Picture your negative thoughts as clouds passing through the sky. You don't need to chase them or hold on to them. Just let them drift by. When you stop giving negative thoughts your energy, they lose their power over you. Step 5. Relax and redirect your thought process. When your mind feels overwhelmed, the best thing you can do is relax and redirect your thoughts. Negative emotions often create mental tension, so it's essential to bring softness and calm back into your thinking. Try this exercise. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Focus on something soothing, like the sound of rain, the warmth of sunlight, or the feeling of gratitude. Even a few moments of mindfulness can make a big difference. Example: if you're feeling resentment, shift your focus to compassion. Think about the struggles the other person might be facing. This doesn't mean excusing bad behavior. It means choosing empathy over anger. Relaxing your mind allows you to approach challenges with clarity and patience. Advanced step: crush negative thoughts with determination. For those with significant practice, the final step is to firmly resolve to stop negative thoughts the moment they arise. This requires strong awareness and mental discipline. Important note: this method should only be attempted after mastering the earlier steps. Forcing your mind too harshly can backfire. How to do it: 1. Recognize the negative thought immediately. 2. Replace it with a determined statement like, "I choose peace over negativity." 3. Redirect your focus to something constructive or meaningful. This step is challenging, but highly effective for those ready to take control of their minds. Let's recap the 5 steps. 1. Build awareness of your thoughts. Recognize negativity when it arises. 2. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Focus on gratitude and kindness. 3. Recognize the drawbacks of negativity. Understand the cost of holding on to anger or jealousy. 4. Stop feeding negative thoughts. Let them pass without engaging with them. 5. Relax and redirect your mind. Use gratitude, compassion, and mindfulness to bring calm. Mastering your emotions is a journey, but every small step you take brings you closer to peace. So the conclusion is, negative emotions don't have to control your life. By practicing these steps, you'll build the skills to manage your mind and create a more peaceful, focused life. Remember, change takes time and patience. Be kind to yourself as you practice and celebrate your progress along the way. Thank you for listening, and I hope these tools help you take control of your emotions and unlock the peace you deserve. Take care and see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Eon Haven for more content on relationships and personal growth.